Hello, I'm Kate and this is part 2 of my Summerhouse greenhouse makeover video. So if you haven't watched the first one, I will link it in the description so you can see how we made this into more of a summerhouse and leaded all the floor. We painted the outside and we're just making it a space we can use at the moment because obviously we're all staying in and staying safe, and we're using our garden and making different areas to be. And you know, it's just a lovely space, and I actually love being in here. Like we've got our house and then we just all come out here all the time and have our food in here because it's so nice to have this little greenhouse. It's only small, it's not like massive. I think it's 3 meters by about, what's that? Yeah, about 3 meters by about, no, not 2, I don't know, maybe 4 meters by 3 meters. But we're just making the most of it. I love it. I feel really lucky to have this little space, and I'm so glad that we made it into a kind of garden room. So this video is going to show you how we decorate it on the inside. I have already started though, I couldn't help myself. So I've popped in a few bits which I'll show you in just a second. But before I carry on with the video, I've got to do my mug of the day, which is this lovely one here. So if you watch my videos, you know that hello, and hello if you don't, but you are watching this one, make sure you subscribe as well. So I do a mug of the day at the start of every video, and this is kind of like a lovely spring mug, and it's got bees on it and little flowers. It's kind of like a dusky pink. It's such a cute mug. This was from British Red Cross charity shop in Wimbledon Village, darling. Probably a year ago or maybe longer, I'm not sure. So I've had it quite a while. And then I got it out of the cupboard and thought, I shall use that today. So this is my mug of the day, and I'm drinking a Tesco Diet lemonade because I just fancied a lemonade. I've had lots of coffees this morning. So I hope you're okay. Sending love to everyone. And I shall start by showing you what I've already done, and then as this video continues we'll add more and more. We're also going to put something on the roof as well, maybe drape some fabric. We were meant to be getting married in July, still not sure if that's going ahead. We're going to have a garden wedding, so I've bought quite a lot of things already secondhand and lots from Home Bargains, like these little rosebush trees that are here. So I've got lots of lovely things to decorate in here with, so I'm going to use all of those and I'll let you know where they're all from as we go on in the video. But yeah, we're going to drape some material off the roof, which is currently full of bird poo. Maybe that bit's okay, there's lots of bird poo, seagull poo. So we're going to drape the inside, some material coming down, and that'll make it quite nice when it gets too hot, like in the afternoon. And I'll start off by showing you the things I've already put around the greenhouse. I'll start off over in this corner. Toby put this here. It's actually a really good place for it. It's just like an ivy plant thing, and I'm pretty sure that was free from, I can't remember, but I'm sure it was on its way out. It was going to be chucked out, I think, so we got that. And then Toby put it here, so it's quite an ugly board with some electrics, I think, because we've got a heater in here as well, which would be great for the winter. So that's a little heater there. And this is a lovely rose tree that I bought from Home Bargains. I've got these to go down like the aisle when we eventually get married in our garden. So I just plonked 2 in here, and there is one over the other side as well. And they are in these planters I picked up in Home Bargains a couple of months ago, so you might have seen those in a haul. So they're sitting there. I think they look really nice as well. Got a couple of hanging hearts that were from car boot sales or charity shops, and they're about £1 each. And up here I've got a vase of flowers, artificial flowers, and I'm actually going to put those on the table on here. So they're just in a vase, and I think they're ones from the range, those ones. So they're just going to sit on the table. And then I've got a couple of flower pots here just waiting for some flowers, and just a couple of bits and bobs. I need to sort all this out, so I've just put this lovely basket up here, and there's things in there which I will decorate the greenhouse summer house. Little box there. I've put some of the eucalyptus garlands along where the wires are, so we've just got to sort that one out there, and so it's all hidden. I've got a few more of these, so I'll put them around. And then in this corner I've got, I don't know if you remember this if you watched my videos, but last year I bought this plant stand. It was £2 from a car boot sale, so I put it there. I'm not going to paint it because I think it looks really nice, and then on top is just a little wooden lantern. I've got my radio down there that I have on most of the time in here. Another lantern that we've had for years actually. That was TK Maxx originally. And I've put these 2 garden chairs in this corner because they're really comfortable. And yeah, they're just nice to sit on. I chucked a couple of blankets there. These were actually free, these chairs. I'm sure I've said that recently in a vlog, but they were on my dad's road. The lady was throwing them out and I ran over and she gave me the chairs and they said, oh, hang on, I've got the cushions. So it was really nice of her giving us the cushions as well. I just need to give them a bit of a clean, but they were completely free. I've got a little chest of drawers that was in my YouTube bedroom, but I think it looks really nice in here and it'll give us some storage. And over here we've got Rufus's bed, this blue chair that I bought from Home Bargains, I think last year, but that's probably gonna go back outside. I'm gonna put a different one in here, and a table that I found at a charity shop and then I just waxed some paint on it the other day with another little lantern. So I'll put a flameless candle in here. And I don't even remember this from one of the Home Bargains hauls, the little sign. I'm really glad I got that. And we've got a couple of lovely old wooden chairs in here. My mum painted Amy Winehouse on there years ago, so I love that. So that's just in here as well. And then we've got these hanging plant things, and Toby's put the flowers in there. So I think I'll get some plants for in there, but there's just been pretty artificial flowers for now. So that is it. And I'm going to carry on decorating in here and faffing about and showing you the progress. Oh, this over here, I bought that from a charity shop as well. Toby's put that there. That looks quite realistic, I think. So that's just plonked up there. And I think that was only about £1 from a charity shop ages ago. Eventually we want to have a chandelier hanging down here instead of that light. But obviously we can't get an electrician around at the moment because we're all staying at home, but eventually we will. And we've just got this big bag down from the loft. So this has got loads of different bits of material in, so we're going to use this to put on the ceiling so it's not quite as hot. That's Rufus, if you can hear him, he's just come in. Hello Rufus. Oh, hello. I've just given him a haircut. Hello Rufus. So this was all for the wedding to decorate the garden, but we're just going to use some of it now. And I've got a couple of cushions in here, some cute little cushions that can just sit in here on these chairs actually. And just lots of material, foil and all sorts. So we're going to try and pin this to the roof so it hangs down along here. And we put the potting table out here, which looks really nice, I think. So if you were doing some flowers, you could pop them on here and then obviously take them to the greenhouse. And then I put this wreath that I had indoors on the inside. So I've got the beautiful garden sign there and then the wreath behind it. So this is what the outside looks like. You can probably hear Toby and Lee playing football. And I've got to put away this game, this Easter bingo game's been playing it. And then I will carry on with the decoration of in here, or decorating aside the greenhouse. And I did put some of these, well, I've only got 2 of them. I put 2 of these bird cages. They're hanging down from the ceiling there. And Louise got these off Facebook ages ago, so about 2 months ago. And they were £15 for the 2. And they had all like garlands in them. So I've just popped them up there because they look really pretty. I love those. And yeah, I'm just going to carry on putting things around and making it look all pretty. And we've got all this foil, so we're just pinning it to the ceiling and seeing what it looks like. And Lee's just pinned that to the top there. Then we're going to kind of drape it across. We've got to get rid of that bird poo. Can we tell the birds not to poo, please, on our new lovely, well, renovated Summerhouse greenhouse?
We're going to clean a bird poo in a minute.
Yeah, because
No,
it's
you
disgusting.
could pin it to the side of these actually.
I think we should pin it to the inside. Yeah, I think pin it to the inside. And then it's coming down here, so we're going to chop it in half and then just fold the little bit up to the top. These are the pins we're using, they're from Poundland. So lots of these are pinning the foils to the ceiling. Leah's just pointed out that these are IKEA. Teresa, just in case you wanted to know. But they were secondhand from somewhere. And then we just folded this bit back up so the pins are covered, and I'm using these glue dots from Poundland that luckily I had. So I'm just putting those on and sticking the foil to the pin actually there. So just folding it back. And we've done 4 so far, and I think they look absolutely beautiful. It's amazing what you can create out of stuff that was just in your loft. So I think, yeah, it's going to be so nice when it's all finished. Love it. And we finished about half of the roof of the greenhouse today, so we're going to stop and have dinner. I love it though. I'm so pleased because we just started putting it up here and didn't really know what it looked like, but yeah, I think it's great. So I'm really pleased with how it's coming along. It's the next day now and we are just finishing off the final drapey thing, and we ran out of the kind of off-white. Oh, Rufus, little snory snort. We ran out of the off-white foil, so we had one that we used, and it's obviously a bit brighter, but I know you can see the difference there, but I think when everything's in here, you won't really be able to notice. So I'm just going to finish off the last bit over here with the glue dots, just just folding up so it just goes like that. So I'm just going to finish this one here, and then I'll just do the last one, and then that part is finished. It's the 19th of April today, and Lee is currently making a patio to go outside the greenhouse. So this was in the middle of our garden, so we've moved it. Well, it wasn't me, it's obviously Lee, and we're putting it over here, so it's going to sit outside the greenhouse, and then we can put some chairs outside here, so it's going to look lovely. Again, we're just reusing everything we've already got. Hello again, it's Monday the 20th of April. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, and I've just done a little bit of homeschooling, and now I'm faffing about in the greenhouse. So I'm just going to get it finished because I've been putting some things in here over the last week or so. Lee's nearly finished the patio, which I'll show you, and then yeah, just need to dot a few other things around, and then it'll pretty much be finished. And I've just made myself a fruit tea in my Emma Bridgewater mug of the day, and I'm just finishing off the corners and this shelf here. So there is a radio on here, I think I might have shown that already, and I've put some cushions and blankets on the chairs, and then I'm just putting some bits and bobs up on the shelves, just various things I found at the charity shops. And there's a Poundland little herb garden box thing. I wish I got a few more of those. Little flowers in from Home Bargains. And I'm just going to set up this little corner over here and maybe put those little heart shelves with hooks on that bit there. And just going to sort out this basket here, maybe put these lights somewhere, maybe dot them along, maybe put them on the shelves with all this stuff. And I've just added the little pom-pom lights along here. I need to change the batteries because they're not working. They look quite cute, they're giving a little bit of colour. And I popped some little flowers that I had, some little sort of flower head, artificial flower heads just along there because they look quite pretty. And then I've ordered some more of this eucalyptus stuff, so I hope that'll arrive and I'll add to it. Got some ivy along here, a eucalyptus garland going across, well, going up there. And then this one is from the range, so it's the rose, the mini rose garland. Rufus is out there having a sunbathe. He was sitting on the paving slabs, so I just put his bed out there, and he seems very happy. So he's having a good old snore out there. Yeah, so when I get some more of these or find some others, I'm just going to add them along the middle wherever they look pretty. So I've got this lovely wicker chair, which you may have seen before if you watch my videos. So I bought this from kind of a little antique shop in Lowestoft, and it was £45, and it was for the wedding to have like a little posh chair to sit, but I just think it's beautiful anyway. So that's just in here in this corner. I need to sort that out, it's a little bin, but I'll move that somewhere. And then a little table that I bought from a charity shop. I think I've already shown that though in this video. And some flowers there with a little milk churn. Another one down here, and then I'm just going to finish off the last bit, put the hooks up. I've put the wreath over there because I didn't like the back of it. The back didn't look very pretty. I think it looks nice there. I love the foils on the ceiling. I just think it's brilliant. And I'll just show you the patio because yesterday it was kind of half finished or nearly finished. So we just need to put the final bit in there, but we need to cut the stone, so we're not going to be able to do that just yet. So we'll just have to wait. But how lovely is that? That was free because it's just reused from the middle of our garden. It looks really pretty. I love it. Rufus is very happy. So yeah, lovely patio. So everything is just reused. All this floor is reused. And I'll link, I think I've probably already said I'll link the video, the greenhouse makeover video, so you can see how we got to this stage. I'm now on my final stage of faffing. I've been doing this for a couple of hours. I have really enjoyed it though. It's just really relaxing. And yeah, I'm just doing the last bits and bobs. And then eventually we'll be potting some seeds. Hello, Toby's coming to have a look. So yeah, I'm just gonna do the last few bits and then I will show you what it all looks like. What do you reckon?
Good.
I am really faffing. I've got these petals, or these like fake rose petals, and I'm just putting them on the table. So I know it's really silly, but it just looks really pretty. And I'll just put them back in here when I've finished with them, but they just look gorgeous. And I've got these kind of hedgy ball things that I'm going to hang down, and I got all of these at car boot sales last summer, and I think they were 50p each and the larger one was £1, so I'm going to hang those down as well, so I think they'll look quite nice. But they're called topiary balls, although I might need to put that one over there to balance it out. And apart from a few items and the artificial flowers, nearly everything in here was found in charity shops and car boot sales. Most of the flowers were from the range and Home Bargains. The trees were from Home Bargains. And then I've got lots of lovely vintagey gifted items from Cherries. So you might have seen that in the haul that I put on yesterday. And if you do watch my charity shop and car boot hauls, you'll have seen quite a lot in here that have been in previous videos. So you might recognise quite a few things like these. These are £2 each. They're wooden heart shells, so I've just put them there. And actually I did those myself. I just put some pins in and hung them up, and there's the other one there. And it is completely finished. So in we go. I've got the little sign there with a wicker heart. Oh, I love it so much. There's Rufus at the back. Hello, Rufus. And I've got one of these milk churns, a cream milk churn that I got off Facebook last year with flowers in from the range. And the wicker chair is obviously there, but I've shown you that. And then moving along, I've got this plant pot out of the shed, and I bought that for £1 at a car boot sale last year, so that is there as well. And I just put another extra rose tree in here because I feel it needed something. This bit was slightly bare, so there is 3 rose bushes in here. And the little sign, you might have seen that one nearly fell over with my flip-flops then. A little sign from Cherries: today is the first day of the rest of your life. So I just put it on the side of this little unit, and this is one from my mum's actually, so I just saw it and thought that's going to be perfect for in here. And I will do some potting. I'm going to pot some plants, so they are just here for now, so I just thought I'd use that just for the time being. And then we've got a game, Frustration. I love that game. So we'll play that in here later. And then I've got a wooden heart here, and I found that, I think I was with Ewan actually, in Lowestoft, Bernardo's. So I've just plonked that there. And then the rose bush in the corner, some flowers with a little hydrangea, and then I've put the wreath up here, and then a little heart, tea light heart thing, and the table is all decorated. It looks so pretty. And actually this tablecloth isn't a tablecloth, it was from Everything £5. It was the junior duvet, and it was too small for Toby's bed, and then I was going to give it away eventually one day, and I thought, oh no, it'd be perfect tablecloth. So here it is. And then got some artificial flowers, but I think they look quite real, those ones. So they're just in a jam jar, and then I added some water to pretend that they were real, pretend to myself. Little rose petals that aren't rose petals, and I'll put them away after because they just look gorgeous. And then this side, got Rufus down there. Rufus! Hello, we can't hear you snore today. There's some other little flowers down there from the range. I've hung these plant hanger things here, and I need to add something to them. I don't know what. I'm not sure what to hang, but eventually I'll put something in there. And then, yeah, another little tea light holder, a wreath that I can probably put some flowers in and finish, but it looks quite nice as it is actually. And then I think I already showed these shelves earlier on. I need to put some batteries in the lights. And just step back and you can see this corner here. I've got the bin, got some bins from Cherries as well, my gifted Cherries haul. So that goes quite nicely, you can't really see it. And then I've got that underneath there for if I want to put some flowers in or move things around, a little white basket. I plonked that on there on the little chest of drawers. I've got the chairs here, the radio in the corner, some flowers there, and that is it. That is the tour of the greenhouse. I haven't finished yet though, because I want to get a pot of tea and a couple of mugs and some cakes and put them in here and take some pictures for Instagram. So I'll just quickly show you the last setup with a pot of tea and some, I'll probably just use some mugs. Hello Rufus. And I've just brought over a pot of tea and some cakes that our neighbours made for us, and a little jug of milk and a mug. And actually this is all kind of Emma Bridgewater apart from the glass. The Emma Bridgewater teapot here, I've probably said this before, but just in case you didn't know, I found this about 6 years ago in a charity shop and it was £7.50. And then I've got a Emma Bridgewater mug that I got from TK Maxx in Newcastle. My mum actually found this jug, this Emma Bridgewater jug, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago. And that was 50p at a car boot sale, so I was really grateful for that. Love that. And then yeah, some cakes and my little vintage plate that was from a charity shop as well. So I'm just going to make this all pretty on the table. And here it is all set up, looking gorgeous. How nice does that look? Oh, I love it in here so much. So I'm going to take some pictures for Instagram, and then I'm going to get Lee and Toby over and we can have a little tea party and enjoy our little cupcakes and enjoy a mug of tea. Looks so pretty. Yay! And that is the end of the video. So I hope you enjoyed it and liked seeing what I did with the lovely greenhouse. I'm so impressed. You only have a little idea and then you just keep going. I love it so much. Oh, come on, Rufus. Rufus is jumping up. He's sitting here now. There you go. Hello, Rufus. He likes it in here as well. Love it. So let me know what you think. And there's a few things that I bought last year from car boot sales that you might not have seen before, because as most of you know, my mum sadly passed away last year. So there was a few months where I didn't do any videos, and I found some things, but I couldn't remember what I found and what I didn't. So there might be some things you haven't seen before, which would be quite nice as well if you haven't. I don't think I showed those balls before, those ones. So yeah, you might have not have seen them before. I'm waffling on a bit now, but thanks for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video. I love doing it. I love this greenhouse. It's the best thing ever in the world. I love it. And I will speak to you tomorrow morning at 8 AM. And don't forget, there was a cherries haul that went on yesterday, so I'll link that in the description. And that was like a gifted haul. It's kind of like a Poundland haul. They have loads of like bargain things, and there's a really good app. So yeah, I'll link that video in the description. And come over to Instagram as well. I'm Kate McCabe and my house account is Kate's Homely Home, and I will link them in the description box along with some other videos that I've done lately and that cherries haul that I was just mentioning. So I'm gonna go, I'm gonna drink our tea. It's getting really bright in here now, and I will speak to you tomorrow at 8. Take care, sending lots of love. Bye.